Could the Giants be bringing back a franchise legend to potentially take over as head coach? You guys saw the reports over the weekend. Antonio Pierce, my guy, impressed the franchise during his interview this past week and is a born leader that learned a lot from Tom Coughlin. That came from the reports. Now, understand that this is a coaching candidate that doesn't have the resume of a John Harbaugh or even the experience with quarterbacks as a Kevin Stefanski. But if you think about it, he could be that outside-the-box hire that still checks a lot of the boxes that the franchise is looking for. In my opinion, I think Antonio Pierce should be in strong consideration for this job. Let's get to the pros. You know how the Giants love the loyalty thing and love doing things the Giants way. Well, this dude is the Giants way. Just remixed the 2026 version. Former Giants linebacker, captain of that Super Bowl winning defense in 2007. Wink, wink. And he was a former Pro Bowler. Another pro. He's got some NFL head coaching experience. You could be the judge of his time in Vegas as the interim head coach in the middle of the 2023 season. He stepped up, took over the team, and he led the Raiders to a 5-4 finish. That included a 63-21 win over the Chargers, and they went and beat Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs on Christmas. Upset. In those 9 games, the Raiders led the NFL in scoring defense with only 16 points allowed per game. Now, I get it. He was fired after going 4-13 the following season. So that's only a year and a half of head coaching experience. But that's still more than some of the coordinators that the Giants are planning to interview. And the next and last one is he comes and commands with the respect of a John Harbaugh. I get not when it comes to the coaching resume. I get that. But he still gets that respect without a doubt. Max Crosby and teammates publicly advocated for Antonio Pierce to get that Raiders job. They even made a hashtag, hire AP, relatability and accountability. That's what this man is about. And I think he's the most relatable coach in this hiring cycle and can get the most out of this locker room. He's also a defensive genius, and if turning the Giants' defense around is a priority, this is a guy that can come in and make that priority happen right away and get the most out of his players. Now we got a flip side. Talk about the cons. What's the plan for Jackson Dart and this offense if he gets this job? During that 2024 season with Aiden O'Connell as his quarterback, the Raiders' offense was absolutely horrible, and they were at the bottom of the league in total yards, dead last in rushing yards and points per game, but most importantly, they were 28th in passing yards. Jackson Dart cannot take a step back in his development in year 2. Whoever Antonio Pierce would bring in as offensive coordinator would be his most important hire, and all eyes would be on that guy. Last but not least, I don't think he made the most out of his opportunity in Vegas. He had the hype, the buzz, the energy, the juice, going 5-4 as the interim head coach in 2023. But when he got the job in 2024, he goes 4-13. In his defense, Aiden O'Connell was his quarterback, but no excuses in this league. It's always going to fall on the head coach. You still have to find a way to win more than 4 games in the NFL. What if Jackson Dart gets injured? Would you still be able to win? Would you still be able to lead? Would you still be able to get things done without your QB1? As of right now, I think he's a long shot because of some of the names that are available currently. But if the Giants want to go outside the box with someone who's 1, homegrown, and 2, who could potentially just breathe a new life and energy into this franchise, then this isn't a gamble at all. It's a sure thing. But here's what my man AP said about the job, but most importantly, his interview with the franchise.
The way January works in the National Football League, there's opportunities. And just been fortunate enough to, have a couple phone calls and conversation with some teams and some gentlemen that I respect very well, across the river over to New Jersey. And it was a good week. It was promising. And like everything else, you put your best foot forward, given the opportunity, you make the most out of it. Let the chips fall where they fall.
Look at this man smiling all giddy like he had a nice first date. This Giants head coaching cycle, this search is going to continue to go. We just saw the reports that they're going to interview Rams defensive coordinator Chris Shula. So stay locked in with us at the New York Post Sports because we've got more on all the potential candidates to be the next Giants head coach.